Hey friends, happy snow day or happy snow week. I hope you've been outside playing in it or the ice. It's not snow, let's be honest, it's ice. Looks a lot like snow. It's been mostly ice at my house and there are still some flakes coming down. As a lifelong lover of the snow, I have just been happy as a clam. I've been sitting at my art table and I've been watching birds pretty much all day, yesterday and today. And I have even drawn some of them. And I'm going to show you how to draw some of them as well. But first, I'd love to turn the camera around very slowly and show you. You probably won't be able to really see, but let me just try. Oh, did you see that? The cardinals, they love to sit in that cute little tree that I actually just planted in my front yard. Let's see what happens when we try to open the front door. They're all gonna fly away. Here they go. Did you see that? So exciting. Birds are so exciting. I just ordered some new binoculars. Why am I whispering? They can't hear me. All right, so this isn't going to be fancy, but it's going to be a fun little quick drawing lesson that you can do with me. And I think I'm going to have to, sorry, technical difficulties. I think I'm going to have to turn this off, turn the camera around, and then start it again. So hold please. And there we go, we're in business. You should see my setup. If I pick up the iPad, it's going to make it all fall down. So I'm just going to, no, I'm gonna show you. I show you, hold please. It is a board that I had in a closet that I have very cautiously set, oh gosh, on a step stool. And it's on top of my art table. The things we do for remote learning, right? Right. All right, so you have probably seen this bird before where you live. It's in a lot of backyards. It is the northern cardinal, and I have been doing some little sketches because yesterday when I was staring all day long out the window, I kept looking at the cardinals sitting in the snow, and it occurred to me that they looked like little drops, like a little teardrop, a little red bloop. And so that's how we're gonna start our drawing today, and it's very, very simple. If you have a piece of paper and a pencil, that is great. If you also have a few colored pencils or a pen, you can just dive in. And you have paints probably at your house. If you wanted to use paint, you could. So anything you have will work. I'm gonna make this pretty fast. So here we go. Are you ready? Hold on, let me check my, yeah, good, okay. So you've probably heard me talk before about whispering with your pencil, and that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to start with just a whispered little teardrop, kind of like that. And if you've never drawn a teardrop by itself before, it's like a circle that has a little pointy hat on. That's all it is. So if that helps you, then that's great too. Can you guys see those lines? Hold on, there we go. All right. So either you're like a real pro at drawing a teardrop shape or you need a little bit of help. So here's the regular old teardrop, and here's another way to draw it. A little circle with a little pointy hat. All right, I'm gonna zoom in on this guy right here. There we go. All right, and all we have to do to make this guy look like this guy is add very few little details. The first detail is going to be his cute little black mask that he wears. And I'm going to make a line here And then I'm going to draw kind of like a little U, like this, like a U with a cap on it. And then, because we're looking at the bird's beak from the front and not the side, like, there's our little side view, which is what I'm used to drawing. I don't normally draw a bird from a front view, but I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? So it's going to be sort of a diamond shape. So it's like a little mountain line, and then another little line down here that's like a little V. And then I like to put a little smile across it like that. Can you guys see that? Yes, I think you can. And then I put a couple of little ovals here. Now, because a cardinal has a black mask on, I'm going to color in his little oval eyes, but I'm going to leave a little spot white, so it looks like there's a little gleam in his eyes, like that. Okay, he looks pretty funny right now. He really just looks like a teardrop wearing a mask, but we're gonna fix that. All right, now what's really gonna make it look like a cardinal is when we color that mask in. And you can see I'm coloring it kind of dark, but not all the way black dark like the eyes. I'm gonna give the eyes a little bit more of a chance to show up. All right, so we're getting there. And here you can see that I've drawn a little line right here to make it look like there's a little division. So that's his wing. So it's really just, boop, coming in from the side. All right. And the cardinals that I've been looking at have very round, fat bellies because they have fattened up for the winter. And I don't know also if you knew this, but birds are itty bitty and they're so light and they need to stay warm in the wintertime. So what I read is that they fluff themselves up. So they poof out and they get bigger, and the air between all their feathers keeps them warm, and they have very high body temperatures. Birds are amazing. All right, so you can see right now I'm making some little curled toes at the base of the bird's body. And right now it looks like he's sitting on nothing, but we're gonna fix that too. And then I'm gonna make his little toes over here go in the other direction. There's his cute little belly. There's his wings. Boop. And sometimes it's kind of fun to make the top of his little mohawk kind of go to the side. He looks kind of sprightly. All right, now we're gonna give him something to sit on. And my bird in my front yard has been sitting in that beautiful little atlas cedar tree. It's called a blue atlas, by the way. So I'm gonna make some lines that look like they go behind those little bird toes. And I'm making them kind of scribbly lines because I want it to look kind of like a natural tree branch. Hold on, let's go. Here we go. And then I'll make some little branches that go off of that branch. Maybe one over here. And then this is kind of fun because if I put one over here, it makes it look like it's going behind the bird. See how I did that? When you want to make something look like it's going behind another object in your drawing, and we think we've probably all done this before, we stop at the object and then we pretend that it keeps going, and then we put our pencil back down on the other side. Et voila! All right, he's looking pretty cute. Now, if you don't have colors where you are, you can totally stop here. He doesn't look exactly like a cardinal because he's not red yet. And that is one of the defining characteristics of a cardinal. But if you wanted to maybe just put some markings on his belly, give him sort of some shading, you could do that. Some markings on his wings. And you can see I'm putting these teeny tiny little evergreen needles on these little tree branches. Little clusters of them. just little lines. We all know how to draw lines. All right, so I am going to use only 3 colors. I'm going to use this sort of bright orange for his beak. I'm going to use some red for his very beautiful plumage. Here's another fun fact about cardinals that I don't think I really knew until, I don't know, this year when I was reading a book about how animals behave right before winter when they're trying to get ready for winter. I'm gonna make his mask a little darker. Cardinals, the male ones, they eat things in late summer and fall that will make their feathers more red. Like they'll eat the berries from the dogwood trees, they'll eat the sort of little buds that are left when a rose bush has already bloomed. It's got these things called rose hips, and they eat those. Anything they can find that is red, they eat that because it makes their feathers super bright. And their feathers being super bright makes the ladies like, hey, look at that guy. All right, so he is really red, really fat, and really cute. I think I'm gonna make his little toes kind of orange too. And then my last addition, I'm just gonna put some of this bluey green on my cedar tree. He needs a name, but I'm not gonna be careless and just throw a name on him. I'm just gonna think about that for a while. And you know what? Oh wait! I know what we forgot. You guys, what did we forget? Tell me what we forgot. What are we missing? It's one of the reasons he looks kind of weird. The tail. We forgot the tail. Now, because we're seeing the bird from this side, it's just gonna look like a little sort of group of feathers that kind of come down from behind. It's a little awkward, but we'll just stick it right back there. Nobody ever has to know that I forgot the tail. Don't tell. All right, the last thing he needs, and you guys know I always put eyebrows floating in the sky above my critters. All right, so there, boys and girls, you have a cardinal. And if you wanted to draw a tree full of them, you could. If you wanted to think about using the shapes that we used and trying to draw them from different angles, you could do that. This guy was made with a teardrop, but I moved the beak to the side like we normally do with a bird, and then I gave him a little wing. So you can experiment. You could also, if you are so inclined, you could pull up some photos of cardinals, or I don't know, if you have one of those old-fashioned things called, I don't know, a bird book. You could find a book that has a cardinal in it and take a look at it and draw however you'd like. So before we go, I'm going to very slowly, very carefully try to show you the cardinal that's just right outside. Focus, 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 focus. There he is. And there are all the other birdies enjoying the snow week. All right, so I need to, there we go. And I was gonna try to turn it around. All right, So say goodbye to our sweet little birdies. Give it a try. Just enjoy. Start with your pencil whispering and then go for it. Hope y'all had fun. Hope you're still having fun. And signing off from Miss Coates' art table.